inside every breath you breathe. I don't want to live a day without you. I just want to be the one that makes you happy.
I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb, by the blood of the Lamb. I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. Filled with the Holy Ghost I am. All my sins are under the blood. I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. You can talk about this, you can talk about this, you can talk about that, you can talk about that, you can talk about this, you can talk about this, you can talk about that, you can talk about this, you can talk about that. Jesus Christ is where it's at. All my sins are under the blood. I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. He's good. Okay, now I'm inspired to sing again. I'm hugging my Lord. He's my Lord. Okay, here's another camp song. Oops.
Use these bags to marinate chicken.
I have to turn off the advertisement. This is another camp song we used to sing. Are you ready, Jesus? Yeah! Okay. Are you ready, boys and girls? Here we go. Of course, it's going to sound like shit because I'm sick. But I'm not trying to sound good. Just keep that in mind. Sweet Jesus, sweet Jesus, what a wonder you are. You're brighter than the morning star. You're fairer, much fairer than the lily that grows by the wayside. Precious. I'm thinking of Gollum. My precious. More precious than gold. You're like the rose of Sharon. You're the fairest of the fair. You are all my heart could ever desire. Sweet Jesus, what a wonder you are. You're precious, more precious than gold. He's so cute. So did you notice the ease with which I sang those songs? There's a reason for that. It's called indoctrination. I'm 51 years old? The last time I was at the camp, at Camp Sambica, I was 23. So when I stopped working there was when I was 23. Yep. And I'm 51. And I could sing every single one of those songs right now, word for word. I have them in my head forever. Forever. They will be in my head. The sad thing is some of those songs I dearly love because I think they're pretty. But, you know, and I catch myself having them in my head and I'm just like, I wish I could rewrite them or something so I could still have them in my head because some of them I really like. But unfortunately, yeah, whatever. I just think it just goes to show how powerful indoctrination is of little children. You know, and they mix songs they mix fun, happy kids songs in with the songs that they want to seed in the young person's mind. You know, songs that have absolutely nothing to do with Christianity, but they want to make, it's like their cover up for what they're doing. They want the kid to think that all the songs are fun and happy, and it's all, you know, and it isn't. They're putting the songs in there, the real, you know, they're planting the serious songs so that kids just like myself go their entire life with this song in their head, this message. There's something very people, I think it's a very easy way to brainwash people is through songs, through music. Because songs stick in your head. I mean, how many adults know the alphabet song? I mean, holy shit. How many adults are like trying to figure out, okay, what comes after what, and they run that song through their heads? And how long ago was that something that was taught to them? You know? I'm sure not all adults do that, but some adults do, and I have done it myself. So anyway, I'm just trying to think of a song, one of the songs that we would sing that was just funny, just fun, happy song that the kids sang that was totally harmless, but it helped, you know what I mean? It's like putting sugar on the pill to make the pill go down easier. The pill being Christianity and trying to indoctrinate children. Aardvarks are our friends. 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 Are. Yes, we would sing the same song, only it would be George Washington's Bridge. And I won't do the whole thing. Anyway, see what I'm saying? There was another one. Fried ham, cheese and bologna, and after the macaroni we'll have onions, pickles and pretzels, and then we'll have some more fried ham. Only we would sing that in like different voices, like football player. Fried ham, cheese and bologna, you know, and English. Fried ham, cheese and bologna. We would do all these, you know, different voices, and it was fun. The kids loved it. That's the kind of shit that they would sprinkle through the program of songs that they would choose. And they would do this morning and then they would do this night. So twice a day, the kids would be singing these very serious songs, but they would sprinkle in the fun stuff. It's funny too, the fun stuff would always be the first stuff we would sing. Get the kids all, you know, interactive and participating. And then as the kids get sleepy and they start kind of dozing on the steps, because the forum was just a series of steps that were carpeted, and the kids would kick back and close their eyes. That's when we would sing the pleasant, the sweet, the beautiful songs. And, you know, it'd be kind of like what the kids would hear as they drift off. Anyway, I have very fond memories because I loved the singing. I loved the songs. I really did. And I have them all still in my head years later, and that is the point of it. Indoctrination. The kids go home, they have the songs in their heads. They have the message. They have the seeds that are planted. So I was actually going to read stuff. I was going to read stuff. It wasn't all going to be about the songs. It was going to be about this unbelievable Christian who wrote me, if I can get to it. This is all under this video. Christians upset over Noah's Ark Russell Crowe movie. It's by the Young Turks. And holy shit, there's some seriously amazing fanatics under here. And because I've been sick and bored and I haven't been able to make videos, I've been participating, and oh my gosh, I have a coughing fit coming. So I found the post. I had to use my phone. I couldn't find it on my computer. Okay, this person is Dick H. M. Visser. He liked the movie Noah. I wrote, you do know it's a book, right? Actually, he wrote, I saw the movie today. I have never seen a Noah film as good as this one. Good acting, nice effects. Very realistic. What does that tell you? Good story. Beautiful. But remember, we still need forgiveness. For God so loved the world. I wrote, you do know it's just a book, right? And Dick writes me back. Dee Free D. I have read your channel information. You are an atheist. A former Christian. So you know stuff, ? Do you really believe a Big Bang Theory and a silly idea about life out of water, some minerals and lighting? And disbelieve our Creator is offering redemption by the blood of His Lamb, Jesus Christ, ? It's just your life, right? Subtle threats, I guess. I wrote back, do you really? Oh, I remember. I have to do this and I can see. Yes. Do you really? Actually, if I turn it this way, it might be better. Okay. I wrote him back. I have to say, I'm not very nice to people when I get annoyed. I wrote back, do you really believe long before the universe came to exist, there was emptiness and a floating man doing absolutely nothing with his time, but waiting around to create stuff? Do you really believe he said magical words and poof, created everything from absolutely nothing? Yes, I believe in science. I believe in things that are supported by evidence and testing, which science is. There is nothing anywhere to show a God exists. No facts, no evidence. This thing you claim exists does not affect the natural world in any way, shape, or form. There is no evidence this book you worship was inspired by this being that shows no evidence for its existence, and there is no evidence whatsoever that a physical living man, Jesus, existed. But there is plenty of evidence to show he was a character made up by the church. Blood of the Lamb. Interesting how similar that idea is with every other pagan cult/religion that existed at the time. Christians like to call this belief system special, and yet they sing about being washed in blood and reenact cannibalistic acts. I'm sorry, but your belief system is completely made up and as man-made as any other cult that has ever been. It is my life, and I can't even tell you how much the quality of my life has improved now that I see my life in the world with clear vision rather than the delusion this vile cult created for me. I appreciate every single day of my life now rather than trivializing my one chance to live, because I'm so looking forward to dying to get to this promised afterlife that I'm sorry, there's no proof or evidence for that either. You want to base your life on a lie and your reality on a book, on what a book says. Go for it, but I'm sorry, it is just a book, and quoting sentences from it, like somehow that has significance, seems very absurd. Should I start quoting water shipped down to you? That would be just as absurd. You know, that I wrote that makes me wonder if I read all of his note to me. That's weird. I don't know why I would say that if there's no Bible quoting. I wonder if I deleted something. Okay, whatever. So then this person writes me back. Okay, no quoting. You believe in science and things supported by evidence and testing, which science is. So do I. But how can we test and retest a Big Bang? Not possible at all. How can we test and retest evolution? Galapagos Islands. No, for birds over there are still birds. Skeletons? No testing is possible, only making new theories about them. Using much time? No, we do not live long enough, so what science is that? It's just another belief system. Is any evidence a creator exists available? I say, look to the creation, nature, and make a choice. It's either evolution or it's creation. Actually, no. it's very likely evolution. But even if it isn't, that doesn't automatically make creation true. It's not like, one or the other. There could be other explanations out there that have nothing to do with a fucking God. Shit. Both things to believe in. I understand you already made one, but I think I can see what happened back then, because as a Christian, you trivialized your one chance to live because you were so looking forward to dying to get to this promised afterlife. For Christianity is a matter of a living relation with Jesus, not a matter of constant looking forward to dying. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not tell you my life story in my last note? I did have a relationship with Jesus. And we were also taught to look forward to that this life is just a moment in the dawning of our day, or whatever the hell. But yes, we were taught the whole, it's not a religion, it's a relationship bullshit. So she's telling me, she, whatever, I think it's a guy. He's telling me that I didn't do it right because I didn't have a relationship with Jesus. Yes, I did. We had long talks, Jesus and I. I had tears streaming down my face during many of the long talks I had with Jesus. So don't tell me I didn't have a relationship. Anyway, so if someone's belief, they keep saying believe instead of belief. If someone's belief in God is no more than that, losing faith is just a matter of time. But not all is lost yet, for Jesus is still reaching out his hand to you. Grab it! Just build your faith on him this time. Let future things be future things. I wish I had read this whole thing before I replied, because I didn't. It's like I can't read pukey stuff, things that make me ill, because this is just too nauseating. So what did I write back? I just lost what I wrote back. Oh, here. Did I write more than one thing? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. We have physical evidence of the Big Bang and how the stars continue to move outward. If you look at the white snow on a TV station that has turned off, some of the static sound you hear comes from the sound of the Big Bang, because yes, it continues to this day. There is a word for the sound, but I just woke up and I'm not going to go hunting for it. You have little to no knowledge of science, yet you try to compare mythical beings based on characters written in a book with it. Really? Have you ever asked yourself why you base your reality on what a book says? I find that very odd. I have lots of books that have changed my life in positive ways. I don't decide just because the book, written by men with an agenda, declares it, that it is inspired by a supernatural force. I'm sorry, but just because a book declares itself to be truth does not make it so. And you can say, well, it has some wonderful little bits here and there where there's not mass genocide going on or women being taken as spoils of war, but that is true for many wonderful books. And those nice little bits you point out were written in other holy books in other languages that promoted other gods and belief systems long before this one. Have you ever researched how the Bible came to be? That alone would topple your faith, if you did. It's impossible to be a Mormon once you research where Mormonism comes from and the story behind Joseph Smith. That's what I did with Christianity, and how the Bible was put together, and how the Jesus myth was put together. Really, there is nothing you could possibly say that would give your words any credibility to me. The fact you don't know there is actual physical evidence for the Big Bang speaks volumes. Study science, then come back when you understand what physical evidence is, and show me where on the earth there is any physical evidence for this God of yours. Study evolution and microevolution and find out what testable and verifiable evidence is, and then come back and tell me where I might find some testable, verifiable evidence this God exists, or for that matter, that this book you cling to isn't just another propaganda tool put together by a collection of corrupt, power-hungry men with an agenda. This person writes back, all the so-called scientific evidence written in sound words is just a smoke curtain to blind you. No evidence, mostly theory. We do not know much more than 5% about the fabric of the cosmos, and you want to throw the creator away based on 95% theory. Really? 95% theory? Believe me or don't, I have understanding of science, but I am not a fool thinking God does not exist. Secondly, you are deceived about how the Bible was put together. All kinds of lies are spread around about it, and you better not believe them. And you are deceived by lies about Jesus Christ. I truly hope you will find out the truth in time. God loves you. He offers you, big word, capitalization, salvation by the blood of his only Son. May God bless you. Somebody named Darwin's friend writes, I have understanding of science. He's quoting her. I have understanding of science. He writes, actually based strictly on what you post. You certainly don't. Aha. I wrote him, her. You believe in delusion and imaginary friends. You are hardly one to talk. And of course you would say I was deceived about how the Bible was put together. You mean because I read stuff in real books as opposed to books by Christians with the agenda of further promoting the lie? I was not deceived. I read real history. Knowledge kills bullshit every time. Thanks for the patronizing, insulting, and so very insincere last paragraph of your note. Sickening. And they write, you're welcome, smiley face. Let's close this discussion, shall we? So yes, that's my latest whatever. I've been having these conversations under this video because I haven't been able to make videos because I've been sick. So this is what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. I've been talking to people like this, and it's like my head just wants to explode. Oh, before I do want to end this with a song, since I started it with songs. I was thinking of one of those songs that I really liked, that was really pretty. This is old because when I was at the camp, I was in my early 20s, late teens. Actually, I went to the camp long before that. I was at the camp every summer when I was a kid. But I'm just trying to think how the song goes. I was thinking of one of the songs, one of the pretty songs that I was saying that they put in there, they strategically put in there to stick in kids' heads forever. No, I can't sing well because I have this sore throat, but I will try to. I was thinking, if I had this song in my head, wouldn't it be nice if I could just change the words a little bit so it's not more of the crap? It only takes a spark to get a fire going, and soon all those around will warm up to its glowing. That's how it is with reason. Once you've experienced it, you want to sing. It's fresh like spring. You want to pass it on. There's like 5 verses to it, but that's one of the ones that we would sing when it was getting later and the kids were falling asleep. We would sing that, and I loved that song. It was one of my favorite ones. But, every time it comes in my head, it's like, I'm like, ugh! Because it's more of the bullshit. And I was like, if I could just rewrite these songs so I could have them in my head and think, reason, it wouldn't be so bad. Anyway, I'm sorry. It's bad enough that I would sing on a video, but singing when I'm sick is even worse. But anyway, if you've been watching, I don't know if this is going to make any sense, but I just wanted to make a video and make comments about this person who posted. And okay, so that's it. Another video. Yay! If you've been watching, thanks. Bye.